Welcome everybody. This is Last One y Nos Vamos podcast.
Welcome to our show.
I'm Fabi.
And I'm Jorge.
And we're your hosts. I said it backwards, but it's the same thing.
And we're your hosts, Jorge and Fabi. Follow us on Instagram.
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
Thank you guys for tuning in to episode number 6. It's been a little bit of time.
I know.
It's only been
like I mentioned last time, I feel like it just keeps, I feel like it's been for longer. I mean, we're at 6, and I was even asking you today, is it 6 or 7? So we must be doing something right. Like, it feels pretty busy, so
it does feel busy, yeah. So it's only been 2 weeks, and we already have almost going into 10.
Yeah.
So it's been a cruise, but thank you everybody who's been tuning in and keeping up, and if you're watching this right now, I love you.
Literally. So. And you guys, like we promised last episode, now we have something in the bag. Yes. It's pretty cute. Right now I have something that's like tinsel. I don't know if it's tinsel. No, tinsel's different. It's like like papery. Yeah. But I have this little wreath right here above a wooden like piece. But I don't know. For those who watch and comment, if you think it looked better with or without it, let me know. Because I'm like debating. But anyways.
It looks good.
Yes.
It looks good.
It's really exciting. I was like, oh my goodness. And we have this cute little, we have a cute little tree where it shows like what day we're on until the 25th. Right? Yes, today is the 1st. Tomorrow is the 20th. I can never talk. Tomorrow is the 2nd.
The second.
And that's when you guys will be seeing this. But today is December 1st. So I've always told you, I don't even know if you do it or if you remember to do it, but it's when on the 1st of every month you have to say rabbit, rabbit, rabbit.
Oh, yeah, you told me about that.
Did you already say it today?
No, I didn't say it.
Yes, well, go ahead.
Rabbit, rabbit, rabbit.
God bless.
I don't believe in that, but...
So, when I was in a senior / junior in high school, I had a English teacher, and she was so sweet.
Oh, that rabbit is cute.
Do you guys ever have those pictures? Those
pictures or thoughts?
No, do you guys ever have that one teacher? Like, that's why I was just like blank, because I'm like, why would I say pictures? A teacher that you remember from school. Like, it can be any grade level, but there's like certain teachers that you to this day will think back on and be like, oh, I remember them.
Like,
they were like either kind people or like really good teachers. Yeah. But basically, she was married to, her name was Miss Lovelace. So if y'all knew Miss Lovelace and went to Rockwell High School, she's the sweetest, literally the sweetest. But she had a husband. Her husband was from, England, right? New England?
Oh, is that story?
Because he's British. Yeah. Okay. But just keep it lighthearted. Basically, her husband is from New England, and of course he's British, and he would, I guess, como que entre ellos, they kind of like learned sayings and things.
Wait, hold on. New England or England? Or is that the same thing? Because New England is like the New England Patriots. Right? So I don't know. To be honest, I don't know.
Maybe, I don't know. I've never been to Europe, but that's what I was thinking too. I was like, I'm pretty sure New England isn't the way to say it.
Yeah.
I'm so dumb.
Because I think it's England. Smart. England. It's England.
And New England is literally like a city in...
Yeah, somewhere. I don't even know where New England is, but yeah, it's like the New England Patriots. So I think, I don't know.
Maybe I'm dumb. Okay, but whatever. He's from England, okay? Europe, somewhere around those lines. He's British. And basically, there was like a saying that she taught us, our teacher, and she basically said, you have to say rabbit, rabbit.
3 times?
Rabbit 3 times, unless it's 2. Hold on. I'm so stupid.
Yeah, New England is a region in the United States of America. It's in Montreal. I don't know. Boston. It's in Boston. It's a city in Boston.
Yeah, in Montreal.
Or I don't know, to be honest. But it's New England. New England Patriots.
Didn't you just say Montreal somewhere?
It's kind of weird. I don't know.
Anyways, I'm done.
But yeah.
Isn't Montreal in Canada?
Yes.
Is it?
It sounds like it because it's also Ontario, right? Or something? Ontario?
No, I'm pretty sure Montreal is somewhere else.
Ontario.
Yeah, it's in Canada.
It's in Canada.
Okay, anyways, I'm done, but okay. And I was dumb again because it's not rabbit, rabbit, rabbit. It's rabbit, rabbit. from what I'm reading, I don't know.
So 2 times? Or what do you mean?
I don't know. Because if you search up rabbit, 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 things come up. But if you also search up rabbit, rabbit, it's where it's like very specific. But I don't know if it was 2 or 3 times. If somebody knows, please correct me. But basically, it just means like good luck for the rest of the month. So I always say, I've been saying rabbit, rabbit. And then I think I corrected it to rabbit, rabbit, rabbit. But it may be rabbit, rabbit.
I think so. Because the other one sounds too excessive.
Too intense, right?
Yeah, like rabbit, 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 rabbit. You're going to get bad luck from that. But yeah, rabbit, rabbit.
You sound like you're barking.
But yeah, no, I think.
Okay, sorry. Yeah. But anyways, cute little story. But basically, yes, Miss Dudley, shout out to you. I still remember that. I still say it. I've been saying it wrong. I'm sorry if I'm saying it right. God bless.
Yes, God bless you.
Yes, good luck for the rest of the month, okay?
Yeah, and since we're shouting out high school teachers, I want to shout out Mr. Weissmiller and DSST for being fucking cool. Just like that. Just like that. Nice. Yeah. For playing frisbee. All right, let's go.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he's really, really, really cool. Yeah, everybody who went to school with me knows him. He's a really cool teacher. Hopefully he can listen to this. I doubt
You
it.
never know.
You never know. Yeah.
But as we were saying, it's the 1st of December and we're just super excited. I love Christmas time.
Me too.
I'm going to be legit. I think for the past 2-3 years, I've almost been like numb to Christmas. I don't know why. It's not for bad reasons. I don't know. I just feel like when I'm getting older, it's still exciting, yes, but I don't know. Like something in me, I don't know if it was like ever since like quarantine obviously happened, right? So that kind of threw everything out the window. It wasn't as exciting because it was just kind of concerning. You're like, what do you do for the holidays? It kind of like turned it off for like a second. And then after we got out of it, I don't know. I just think that it's because we've been super busy. Like I became an adult, straight up. And now it was like work oriented. So it wasn't like when I was a kid when I was like, oh my God, like it's Christmas break. You're going to spend time with your family. I don't know. I think that's what it is for me. Like, I'm excited. I love Christmas, and I was always excited. But, like, for the past 2 years, I've almost been, like, not really putting out, like, decorations, not listening to Christmas music. Because I'm telling you, like, cuando yo era niña, that's all that I would hear when it was December. Swear. Like, I knew the radio station. I would play it every single time I was in the car. Wow. Like I'm being like legit, or I even have like a whole playlist full of Christmas music.
Yeah,
like
I think I heard it. Yeah, sometimes you should be jamming out to that
because it's just fun. But yeah, no, that's just like I just wanted to throw that out there. I don't know why, but I'm excited. To me,
I've never been like that. Like I've never. If it were up to me, I would not put Christmas decorations up. Are you gonna make
that's
me?
Sad. Well, yes. We have a house. Oh, damn. Look at. I literally set all of that up, but you helped me. True, but what I mean to say is, like, I went out of our way to be like, we need to go buy decorations.
If it were up to me, I wouldn't. Yeah, I would like to have like our logo right here. Yeah, in the LED sign. That would be really cool.
That would be really cool. I mean, we just have to save up for it.
No, that's not me at all.
That's like going out.
Like going, like you, like listening to, like getting in the spirit, like I look forward to the day. Yeah, but it's not that intense for me.
I think that, like I said, I think that the past 2 years I was just like busy with like life and working and studying and doing whatever I was doing, right? So it just kind of feels like I never really focused on Christmas like that. It was always just like last minute, like trying to buy gifts. So like this year, I feel like I'm finally starting to maybe understand what I want to do with my life, where I'm going, what direction I'm heading. So like everything starts to like feel a little more happier and not as like busy and stressed. So like now
it can be exciting too, because when you grow up, like you're not with your family no more, so you're gonna hang out with them.
That's true too.
So like you only see them like once or twice a year now for the holidays.
Right.
So maybe it's like that anticipation of finally seeing your family again.
That's true, and it is because I know for Thanksgiving that's how we felt with your family.
Yeah.
So yeah, like you said, now that I'm like moved out and everything, and my siblings are like scattered también, it also feels cool that, like you said, maybe I think that's what it is.
Anticipated.
Right.
Yeah. But let's go on a quick break. But yeah, guys, on that note, don't move in with your girlfriend.
Huh? Anyways.
But yeah, that's the other topic that we wanted to go over. Is that's the title of this video, of moving out together, right? That's what it is?
Yeah. Somewhere along those lines, because as you were mentioning right now, like now that we're moved out, I guess.
Wait, moving out without being married?
Moving out before marriage.
Before marriage. Yeah, there we go.
Which is something that is always talked about.
Controversial.
controversial. It really is, especially in the Latino community. But it's okay. It's okay. No tiene nada de malo. It's okay to talk about it. And I'm just like really
I feel like this
grateful.
is a good topic.
Yeah, and I'm really grateful for the support that both of our parents have on us. Because at the end of the day, I know that for some people, it's harder than others. So at the end of the day, like, we're just grateful for the opportunity and the support that our family gives us, gave us to begin with, and continues. Because at the end of the day, like, I think that we both can agree that our families and their opinions, pues, significa mucho, like, for us.
Yeah.
You know, so.
Yeah, no, so basically how, like, to start from step one, right?
Right.
Like, because I moved into her parents' house.
Yeah, you were the first one to move out.
Yeah, so I was the first one to move out. And for, like, my guys out there, I guess this is kind of personal. Like, I feel like the reason I moved out was because I felt like I needed my own place, you know? Like, once you hit 18, 19, like, you start getting that feeling like, man, I just need my own place where I can cook and do this and go here without having nobody to tell you what to do, right? Which I recommend, because moving out, it helps you mature in a way, because you go out into the real world and it's not easy, you know? So you pay rent, you pay utilities. Huh?
Our parents were right. It's not easy.
Oh, yeah, no, it's not easy. But, I mean, you know, just echándole ganas, you know, working hard, always work hard, never stop working hard, never get too comfortable, right? But going back to what I was saying, like, I feel as a guy, just moving out really does change your whole perspective in life, right? Because just life starts getting serious. And but the reason I moved out, so backtracking, was because I just felt like I needed my own space, right? And we had moved into a new house that my mom had moved into, and like a month, right, later, or a couple weeks, I think it
was just a couple weeks.
Couple weeks that she had moved in, I was like, you know what, I'm gonna move out. Like, just like that. Like, in 2 days, I packed everything, and I was already at her house, like, ready. She had her parents gave me, which I'm really thankful for, gave me my own, like, little room with my own little office. And at this point, I was already doing the business.
Yeah,
right?
The restaurant.
So the restaurant. So I needed my own space to do how do you say cuentas? Accounting, like accounting, to do promoting, and it's a lot of stress, you know. And just I needed my own room, my own desk, my own computer, and that's the reason why I moved out. And thankfully, they gave me a room, and I stayed there at your guys' house for quite some time, right?
Yeah.
Couple months.
It was close to a year.
Close to a year.
Like, literally, I think como un mes or 2 meses before.
Yeah, but I was actually going to get my own apartment.
Oh, yeah.
So that was my plan. I was like, yeah, I'm going to go get my own apartment, work. You know, that's what I work for. And then you were, like, worried for me, weren't you?
Yeah.
She was, like, worried for me. Like, how are you going to move out by yourself? And then we talked, and then your parents, that's when your parents, I think you have told them that I wanted to move out.
Yes.
And that's when your parents gave me the opportunity and talked to me, like, well, come here, like, you're gonna save more money, you can just give us this. And pues I was like, yeah, let's do it. I mean, and I got my own little room, and they were supportive too.
Yeah.
And I'm thankful for
that. And for the same reason that I was worried, like, they were saying the same thing. Like, I was just like, why would you, like, literally stress about a big payment, not just the place, the bills, your car, the gas, your groceries, everything. One, by yourself, and then, like, if you don't have to, why go that way? You know? And that's when I even told you, like, I'm pretty sure my parents, because they had already been, like, telling me for the same reason, since they knew that you were always busy, you were always, like, up and down, left and right, like, just like, doing stuff, that they had said, like, at the end of the day, we have an extra room, and if he wants to, pues, adelante, right?
Yeah.
Like, and then you were like, no, I don't want to be, like, disrupting you guys or anything. Like, well, how, like, that'd be so awkward, because at the end of the day, like you said, like, we're dating, so it's like you didn't want them to, like, you just didn't want to intrude, basically. Yeah. Just out of respect. Like, you just didn't want to be doing all that.
Yeah.
But then ya cuando, like I told you, no, like, habla con ellos y vas a ver que it's not like that.
Yeah, which it is a really big deal to, like, have somebody come over your house and, like, letting them stay. To me, it's a big deal.
Yeah.
You know, because, like, seeing it, like, now as an adult, like, I'm thankful that they trusted me and gave me the opportunity. But, like, as... like an adult, like having kids and everything, like having somebody stay over your house, like, it's like a no.
And
It's a no-no.
not just that,
Yeah, it's a
and
no-no.
novio de tu hija, you know what I mean?
Right.
Like,
right.
like you said, like, you wouldn't let a stranger live with your wife and kids, let alone, like, obviously, we are not a stranger,
Right.
but, like you said, it's almost controversial. Like, you just don't want to blend the two, because then you start thinking of things that could happen, right?
Yeah.
So it's like, no, at the end of the day, you were grateful, and we just respected what they wanted,
Yeah.
you know?
And
which
we were
was simply
together,
just
like, 2
respect
years?
the house.
2 years when I moved in? 3 years?
Yeah.
3 years, right?
3 years.
Okay, yeah.
3 years.
So I had to earn my stripes, you know. You know what that means?
Like in the army, no?
Yeah, like in the army, like you had to, like, literally earn your stripes, like rank up, you know, like to gain their trust, you know, your parents' trust. So
Yes.
that's basically what happened.
No, sí. And my parents, I mean, like, you know, I think that it helped them get to know you and you get to know them.
Yeah.
You know? Porque así ellos vieron, like, todo el trabajo que haces, not just going to the restaurant, but also, like, our relationship, how you are, like, around the house. Because, como dijiste, no querías, like, to intrude. I don't know how to say it in English and in Spanish, but you didn't want to do that. So then you were just being respectful and grateful and just always did things the right way. Pues sí, molestar. So you were just doing things the right way because they were opening the doors to your house. They were opening the doors of their house to you.
Me. Yep.
And then says you just wanted to.
Yeah.
Well, not get kicked out. Not kidding.
Right.
No. Okay.
I tried hard. No, but
that was funny.
No, but it was a lot of good times. Yeah, a lot of good times.
Yes.
Like you look back at it and like it's kind of like you miss it, no? Like
low
for
key?
a little bit.
No,
like,
low key.
It's like those times where you're like, where damn, life was good back then, right? But like that happens every single time because I know like looking back, like 5 years later, we're gonna be like, damn, good times. Like we used to go to a gym, we started our podcast, and like
True.
it's good
That's
times.
just life, huh? Like you just kind of look back and like, oh, that was a good time.
Yeah, I think that happens all the time. But it was a really good time.
It was.
We were going on vacation, going out. It was fun.
Balling out because we were saving a lot of money.
Yeah. But it was.
Por eso también our parents were like, that was actually one of the biggest reasons why they were saying like, well, why? Because financially.
Oh, to move out?
Yeah. They're like, if it's so beneficial. Because my parents were people que tenían reglas, pero no era así like too extreme. No. Like even then, like I think you moving in helped them trust both you and us as a relationship more. So they were just like, let us do our thing. But again, the only condition really was to respect the house in all perspectives. Even like getting home late, go out, have your fun. But it wouldn't be like a every single weekend thing. Because even then, we're not like that. But things like that we took into account. Like, you know what I mean? Like we respected, okay, don't come home late. Don't come home drunk. Don't come home like causing problems or
which
everything. All of the above, right? Yeah, we never did those things.
I know. But yeah, that was our experience with that. And later on, we're going to ask some questions. But if you guys have any questions about maybe you're in this stage, like almost ready or, you know.
Oh, yeah. Maybe you're dating like your significant other and you want to.
Who knows, you know, but just ask us if you want to. But we are going to answer some questions ahorita.
Yeah.
And then you want to say like on your perspective how it was? Like.
Yeah, definitely. We're going to go on a quick break. And then when I get back, I'll talk on it. Alrighty. So then my perspective or my story. Well, I moved out whenever I was 20 years old. And I was literally, I think, days away from turning 21. But my whole life, he ido con mis papás, like, obviously. Desde niña, obviously. But, like, at 18, sé que algunos, they leave. But that wasn't me. I just kind of stayed with my parents. And I was just, like, doing life the smart way, which is simply just going to school, going to work, saving your money. Don't rush on moving out. Because at the end of the day, living with them is saving me a lot of money in every way. So I was just there, like, doing things the right way, the normal way. Y ya cuando tú te mudaste, pues it was even cooler because now no era de que, oh, like, we only see each other twice a week, right? When you first start dating. So now, like, getting to see you every day was pretty cool. Pero
24/7.
Yeah. But then ya me gradué del colegio, de la high school, obviously. Y I started my big girl job. I was working at an office job. So then, yeah, pues God bless, we were able to start making more income as individuals. And so, yeah, de ahí, basically, everything was good. While you were living with us, my dad would sometimes say, like, oh, the day you guys move out, you guys should look into, like, this, whether we buying a house or renting or, like, we would just kind of talk about those topics, right? Like, we'd have those conversations. Because, like I said, little by little, my dad started trusting you and you gained, like, his trust and everything. So he would just kind of talk about it, like, I liked it. It wasn't, like, official, like, next week, go do this and this and this, right? But since we had those conversations, I was just kind of like, oh, okay. So, like, in my mind, I'm like, so he's already accepting of us, like, moving out. So when we were able to, like, start looking into those things, because financially we were doing pretty good, then you and I were like, well, if we move out, why are we moving out? Like, what's the reason why? Because you can't do that. Oh, I just want to move out. Bye. Because it's easier said than done, right? So then, it is. Yeah.
It is expensive to move out.
Expensive.
Like, just to literally move out.
Even the first month that you move out, baby, you got to stock up on everything.
Yeah.
Everything.
And then it's like the pet fee. And then it's the moving fee. And then it's the service fee. And
todo eso, but like I'm saying that not only those fees, not only the deposit if you're renting, not only like all of those things that come with getting your place, it's moving in everything you have and then going to the store to buy everything you don't have. And that's what I'm saying, that it costs a lot.
It does.
Because obviously, pues okay, digamos que te mudaste, tu mamá y tu papá te dieron un poquito de cosas, like maybe some, let's just say, this didn't happen in my case, but they gave me some things. They gave me more furniture, so I'm really grateful for that.
Oh, yeah.
But what I mean to say is, like, kitchen and cleaning items, right? Like, they did not give you, mira, aquí está tu olla, aquí está tu spatula, nada. So you have to go to the store, right? And it's not the responsibility. Like, you're moving out. This is life, right?
Right.
So then you have to go and you have to get everything you need to survive, everything you're going to use to cook, everything you're going to use to clean, your decorations, towels, all of it. Okay, everything, you name it. And I'm talking more necessities. I'm not just talking about like, oh, little house decor. No, like I'm talking about like legit the towels you need. Maybe all the products that you use like to clean yourself, as in like both like your face. If you do like a skincare routine, your shower necessities. Okay, go to the room. You need hangers. Like it's endless.
And then the food as well, because
the
like,
food especially
while you're moving out, you're not here home to cook, right? So you have to go out and spend on food, and then so basically to put in like math equation is like moving fee, like all the fees plus your necessities plus food, and then equals a shit ton.
It's almost like what you thought you were gonna spend is almost like times 2, maybe 3, if that. Like depending on what your situation is, how many people, all of the jazz.
Since we are telling people like all this stuff, do you want to go ahead and tell them like how much it was for us to move? Because I don't even know. But is that something you would want to tell them, or that way they're like, oh shit, well damn, that's expensive, or maybe they're like, oh, well, I have to save up this much. That way they have something in mind, like.
Well, I mean, I definitely don't want to be talking about like money like that, but I can give like a range, right?
Yeah, that's what I meant, like a range.
Okay.
Like a range.
So con nosotros, it was like, let's just say, but I'm almost 100% sure this is how much it was. It had to be, well, hold on. Déjame pensarlo.
Like just a rough estimate. Doesn't have to be exact. Like
pues
just
yo diría like 3K.
Wow. And that's just fees and everything, right?
Yeah, like that's just like a rough estimate, because it's the deposit, the fees for literally just applying the fees for your dog if you have dogs.
And it would have been like 400.
Comprando todo lo que no tenía. Porque we're talking basureros, like everything. Like it's not just the surface things. Like we're talking, like I said, like the trash can, a blender, a toaster, your your pots and pans,
stuff.
Knife sets, your canned goods, your frozen foods, your proteins. Todo, I mean, it adds up. Even just to wash your stuff. Like, everything. Like, literally, anything you think of, I feel like, low-key, no la pensé tanto así. I was thinking of the bigger picture, like, how much is going to be security, like, the deposit, the fees that we're going to get charged, and, like, how we're going to keep up our rent, and the bills, because I know that that's, like, a part. So, I already had those things, but I honestly, like, swear, no pensé en todo eso lo que tenía que comprar también.
The rest of the stuff, expenses.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like
it can get pretty
I was
pricey.
always thinking like, oh, pues okay, that I'll buy some food,
It's 'cause
maybe
that's
some
how you
pots and
think, right?
pans, and then that's it.
Like that's how you think when you're first moving out, right? Like, well, I just have to make my rent, my maybe like you estimate, right? Like 150
like
on
your
bills,
food.
150 on this. Like that's how you have in mind, right? You
Right.
think it's really easy, but it's
All
and then
your
you come,
subscriptions
and then-
that you have, right? Because you also have to keep that up because at the end of the day, you're paying for it, right? All the
Yeah.
subscriptions, whether it be, I used to have like a makeup and stuff like that. Anyways, you just have to look at your plans, go ahead and organize that. So all of the bigger picture stuff, but like I said, what I really like shocked me the most was ya cuando empecé a comprar como, oh, toallas.
Mhm.
Oh, I need a shower curtain. Oh, I need a hand soap. Oh, I need detergent and softener and dryer sheets. Like, I need soap to wash the dishes. Like, all of those things, I swear to you, I did not think about. And it's just like so funny because it's like,
It adds up.
I really did not think that far.
Yeah.
But it's true.
Yeah.
You don't realize it, at least for me. No lo vi hasta que ya estaba aquí. That I'm like, well, obviously, you need to buy those things.
Yes. And then
But,
also something I wanted to also talk about was because a lot of people listening to this, like first time movers, like they're not thinking of buying a home, right?
Right.
But they want to move into
Depending
an
on the
apartment because it's
situation.
kind of like, you can say like the easiest way out.
What's it is?
in
It's
a way.
easier to get approved,
Right,
right?
it's easier
It's
to just,
easier
like,
to just
start
do a
going.
lease and
And
leave.
get approved, yeah.
Mhm.
So, yeah, I mean, for me personally, renting, I mean, would I love to have my own house? I would love to have my own
1,000%.
house. But you just got to be really smart about buying your first house, right? Because that can also get really expensive, right? In the sense of like people who are older, like maybe dropping a down payment isn't much, right?
Mhm.
But like starting off young,
Mhm.
like let's say you were able to save up $40,000, $50,000, and you're 22, right? And you're thinking of buying your first home, and you're ready, and you put down a $45,000 down payment. To me, and they can get a lot of different views on this,
Mhm.
but to me that's a waste of money. To
Yeah,
me, that's
I
a waste
remember
of
you were
money
telling
because
me
with
that.
$40,000, you can do something else. You
Yeah.
can start up. In my case, not in my case, but like you can start up your own business. You know, put a
Yeah.
down payment for a home, start your own LLC,
It's true. Your
start
mom.
a company. You know, and then for rent a home first, right? Because you're not putting down $40,000 on an apartment.
Right, you're putting
first.
2K. So
You're
te
putting-
quedan 38,000.
You have 38,000 left.
Mhm.
And to start a business, well, like an
that's
LLC
more
and
than
all
enough.
that it's more than enough, and you can start a business without no money. You
And
don't
we're
need no
not
money.
like I was gonna say, tu mamá lo hizo. I'm not gonna put the number out there, but obviously, tenía somewhere around those sums, right, to start a business,
Right.
a restaurant.
A restaurant, but that's too an extreme.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like that's to an extreme. But if she can even do that, if you want to start something that's way smaller than something
Yeah.
that's like a service, babe, you have all the money you need in the world to do
Yes.
what you gotta do.
I'm gonna give an example.
But
My mom.
we're getting in a different direction.
I know. We are.
But just say what you gotta say. Just say what you
So
gotta
my
say.
mom, she had we have to go on a quick break, though.
Well, tell your story.
Okay, my bad.
Don't rush the people.
Yes.
Come on.
Yeah,
now.
yeah. So my mom, she started her cleaning company a lot of years ago, and to start a cleaning company, it requires like almost nothing to start up. Just
chemicals.
chemicals and everything, and then doing your flyers to promote yourself, and then there you go. You get your first client. Your first client refers
Probably
to two
como
more.
500,
Right.
if that.
So that's why to me a big down payment on a home is a waste of money.
At a
personally.
young age.
At a young age.
At a young age.
At a young age.
But like you said, it depends on what your
Depends on
point of
your-
view is, because at the end of the day, it's still really smart, because
It
okay,
is.
maybe you're not investing in a business, but you're investing in something that will generate you equity and money for later on. So
Yeah. It's
you know,
kinda
it's
tricky.
a little. But
Depends
at the
on
end of
your
the
goals.
day, I feel that if you are young, and as we both say, if you're young, you need to take risks. So why not invest that
Right.
money into something that is going to make you more money
Yes.
for later on? But
Yeah,
we'll
let's
be
go on
right
a quick
back.
break. Okay, ahora vamos a hablar. I'm gonna talk in Spanish since I don't talk Spanish that much. Vamos a hablar de cómo hallamos nuestro lugar.
Yes. Okay.
Sí. Sí, Bournemouth, Glasgow,
Uh,
de Nacho. No, I'm just
not. Anyways,
no, but yeah, cómo
No,
hallamos
yeah.
nuestro lugar.
Yeah, it's because we were thinking about it, and we did get some feedback from our loved ones and saying how, like, yes, we speak Spanish, but we're just kind of do a little bit of Spanglish, because that's what this is. It's Spanglish.
Spanglish, sí. Es lo que hacemos.
Spanglish.
Puro Spanglish.
Anyways. Okay, so basically, the way we found our place was, andábamos viendo en el internet, like, apartments here, apartments there, what about this, what about that. So, for those that don't know, the restaurant is in a city 30 minutes away from where we are right now.
Sí.
And where we are right now is where my parents were living in, right? In the same, like, we're in the surrounding area, you can say. So, my parents, when we were living with them, we were living in, where was I going with this? How was I going to word it? Anyways, what I was trying to say is that when we were looking online for apartments and we were debating, okay, do we live here where my parents are in this area, or do we live 30 minutes away? But 30 minutes away in that city is almost like I don't want to say a dead end. That sounds really, like, dramatic. But what I'm trying to say is, no, there's not really anything there. If you want to go to downtown, you have to drive, like, almost an hour out.
Right.
So it was just like, do we get closer, stay, like, where we are at a good radius, close to everything, or do we get further out, right? But ya que estamos, like, viendo y todo, pues sí, I mean, the area where the restaurant is también, it was further, and it's cheaper, but because of the demographic, you can say, right? Mm-hmm. Like, the people that, like, live there and everything.
Not demographic.
Demographic is what it is. No, demographic is the surrounding.
No, I think that's, like, race, demographic. Demographic is, like, demographics, like, Hispanics.
Is that what it
like
is?
yeah, I think so. But I guess...
But what I mean to say is that the apartments that were there were cheaper, but, I mean, in a way, kind of unsafe, right? So we were like, well...
It's like a small town in Texas, and it's a good area, but it's not the best area.
It's not the safest area.
Not the safest
It's the best
area.
way to put it.
Yeah, but it's a
like,
good,
it's a decent area.
Right.
And, like, things aren't going down left and right, no, but there's more chances to hear stuff happening over there than there is here, right? Yeah. So like, that's where we Dallas. Kind of... Right. So that's kind of where we said, okay, do we choose our safety or, like, our financials? Because maybe it's not cheap living where we are. But at the end of the day, we decided on this place because, I kid you not, maybe like 5-6 minutes away from my parents.
Sí.
Yeah. Antes vivían aquí como a la vuelta, literal.
Yeah.
So when I was looking for the apartments, I was like, oh, I found this apartment complex and it's, like, really close to my parents. That's perfect. Así para que cuando les diga que nos vamos a mudar, they don't feel like I'm leaving, like, far. No, like, right. I'm literally 5 minutes away. Like, hit me up, right? So we came, we got a tour and everything, and it was like, we were sold, like, instantly. It's like a townhome. You have your own garage attached to your apartment, so it just feels like really, like... It's
more of a townhome than an apartment, for sure.
Yeah, so it felt, like, really cool, and I'm like, it's perfect. It has a dog park. Check, that's what we needed. And it's really close.
I think that's kind of what sold it,
the boxes, the dog park. Literally, the dog park.
Because we have 2 dogs. Well, yeah, you guys already seen.
Yeah, we have the view to the dog park, so it's super easy to get there. So everything just fell in line. It was so perfect. And when she was asking me, like, oh, have you looked at any other apartments? I'm like, sí, estaba viendo unos en internet. Girl, it was so embarrassing. She literally was like...
Yeah, those are for
seniors.
Senior living. Really?
I'm like, girl, no wonder the rent was so cheap.
The senior discount.
They were living on their mensualidad. Their social. Baby, I was laughing so hard. Like, I was so embarrassed in that moment.
So, ¿les quieres explicar? ¿Les quieres explicar cómo fue cuando hablamos with your dad?
Pues mejor dilo tú.
Me?
You had a little bit more interesting conversation with our parents.
So,
you guys, it was so funny. First of all, I just wanted to do a little disclaimer. It was hilarious because we didn't know if it was going good, if it was going bad. I think we were all confused.
It was really confused.
I swear, I think we were all confused. We were all like this, and then it kind of went up, and then it went down, and I was crying, and I'm like, wait, am I supposed to be like happy?
So this is going to be kind of like if your parents are listening.
Yeah.
Maybe they're listening.
No, they're listening.
Like, they're going to get my point of view of how this went because I don't think they understood what happened that day, like what I thought was going on. I was really confused. That was like the most confusing.
I was happy, then I was crying, and then I was happy again. I was like, wait, I'm confused.
Pero así, cuando le pregunté al papá de Fabi, nos sentamos, porque le dijimos que necesitábamos que hablar con él. Y nos sentamos en la mesa y estábamos todos ahí, estábamos hablando y pues yo como el hombre tuve que hablar primero.
El hombre, no.
El niño. Yo como el niño tuve que
Bueno,
hablar.
tú como el novio, right? Like, okay, at the end of the day, yeah.
Como el novio tuve que hablar.
Yeah.
Primero.
Dar la cara.
Yeah. Porque la novia pues no va a decir, oye, nos dejan, no, ni tiene que decirle el hombre, oiga, no da permiso. Pero la forma en que le dije fue, empecé bien mal. Porque yo le dije, oiga, empecé a decir como, how do you say, like a motivational talk, like, es que ya yo y Fabi estamos pensando, pero le dije, nosotros nos queremos calar, right? Por eso nos queremos mover, nos queremos calar, a ver si va a servir.
Si va a funcionar o no.
So, like, that's just how, my family, that's how we talk, you know? Like, that's how we talk, like, calarnos, hay que calarlo, like, you know, like, try ourselves.
Yeah, I
like,
think you guys speak more with slang than you do with, like, proper Spanish.
Sí,
That's
entonces
really
yo
the
le dije
difference.
así, nos queremos calar. Y luego, ya después que yo paré de hablar, he got, like, kind of, like bothered, ¿no? He's like, pues primero, miren, no, mi hija no la van a calar, no es ninguna... How do you say? No es
No me
ningún...
acuerdo what he said, but, like, I guess, like,
Like,
basically saying,
she
like...
wasn't a trial, you know?
Right.
Like, si vas a ir a moverse, se van a mover because you guys are serious.
Yeah.
And then nos empezó a decir, like this talk about how it's not gonna happen, right? It was kind of weird. Like, nos empezó a decir como la conversación se fue a algo como, like, no se va a poder por esto y esto y esto. Y luego Fabi empezó a llorar. And so yo
And
en
then
mi
I
mente...
was crying, because then I was like...
Yeah.
No, pero ¿a poco quieres que me, like, case? Es que yo también lo estaba pensando así. I was like, I'm down, like, to get married, right? I think that marriage is a beautiful thing. You're committing to someone. Es algo muy, like, lo tienes que tomar en serio, right?
But at your own pace.
Y eso es lo que yo quería decir, porque al final del día, sí, yo me quiero casar, yo también quiero tener una relación que sé que va a funcionar. No nomás me quiero ir con alguien y ya así, como dijiste, no, Carla. Okay.
Yeah.
Si no funciona, no, o sea, terminamos juntos, pues también para qué perder el tiempo, ¿verdad? So, yo entendía y él también, tú también entendías que... De hecho, yo siempre le decía a Jorge, no nos podemos mover porque mi papá quiere que nos casamos y así no me voy a ir de la casa, que no tiene nada de malo, pero ya después que andábamos hablando tú y yo, ¿verdad? Como pareja, estamos diciendo, ok, X, Y, and Z, I'm on this plan, X, Y, and Z, you're on this plan. What do we want? What are we gonna do? Entonces, pues sí, tal vez ahorita en el momento no se puede, right? Así, like a grand thing. Because Jorge has like a whole plan que lo quiere hacer like a once in a lifetime experience, right? And I respect that.
Yeah.
Pero yo también se le dije, I'm like, okay, pero ten en cuenta, if we're going to talk to my parents, if we're going to move out, we're going to like be financially stressed, like do all of those things, and you're not going to end up with me, it ain't it, right? Like, this ain't happening. Like, I'm not going to start it because at the end of the day, it's not what my dad wants to hear. And at the end of the day, it's not right for us or my mom, like, everybody. Like, don't waste each other's time, right? But ya cuando tú y yo dijimos, no, sí, esto va en serio, nomás que hay que tomarnos el tiempo para básicamente conocernos más, pero no solo eso, sino también como, like, our financials, ya que estemos en un lugar donde ya sentimos que estamos bien preparados. Like, financially, not just for two, like, people thing. Like, when, like you said, ya cuando estamos listos para comprar una casa, empezar a, what's the thing? Like, to move up in life. Sí. Ya cuando estamos listos para avanzar y darle más a la vida, pues, that's also extreme. Y ya ahí vemos lo de casarnos y todo.
Sí, pero básicamente, sí, es lo que le quería yo decir ese día a tu papá. Fue eso de... O sea que... ¿Cómo se dice?
Como a nuestro tiempo queríamos ya tomar ese paso, pero a la vez ya estábamos, like, muy...
Sí, like, como le quería decir que... pues déjenos... O sea, ir, like, es serious, pero... O sea, déjenos ir para... O sea, kind of no conocernos, nos conocíamos, pero más, like we got it, like, basically is what I was going to say. Like, we were good, and, like, we no tenemos niños... tenemos, like, we know where we're going
like
in
we
life.
have our head on straight.
Sí, también. O sea, es lo que what I was trying to say, calarnos, not really calarnos, pero más déjeme probarlo. Or how do you
like to prove that
que si podemos.
yeah,
Right, like let me
right.
like,
And of
let's,
course, pues sí te leyeron la cartilla de que
the green light.
que el niño pa' cuándo, you know?
Yeah. But let's go on a quick break. He asked her parents for, how do you say, like her hand? Is that how you say? Or like to marry
Pedirle su
her.
mano.
Basically, I had already asked her parents to marry her. And, but there were some, like, how do you, I keep on, me sigo trayendo. Basically, there were like other plans, right, that was going on. Like I had an idea, like I was ready, and then some things happened, and then it made me kind of put like a e-brake. You know, the way, hold up, okay, now I'm heading a different direction. But something...
And not relationship-wise.
Yeah, not relationship-wise.
It was more like life-wise.
Yeah,
like what we're going to do, and then you're like, oh, it's not...
Yeah,
okay, curveball.
like, okay.
It's not going to happen that way. We're going to go this way.
Yeah, basically. But
before they think that I did something, you're like, hell.
Yeah.
Just kidding.
Yeah.
That's kind of what it sounds like.
So, yeah, no, that's basically what happened. And something about me is, like, I always tell her, like, the reason why, honestly, I haven't married her yet is because I like to go big with things like that, you know? Like, I'm not... It's like I always make fun of you, right? Like it's not to offend... not fun of you, but, like, of the situation. Because... It's not to offend nobody, right? But, like, I'm always like, well, when am I going to go ask you out in the Dallas Zoo or something? Or go ask you out in, like, you know, like, I like to go out. Like, I would like to take her to a different country, like, get that experience, ask her out there. You know, I'm more on that,
yeah,
that way.
Like I told you before, I think that contigo, you don't shame other people for however they run their life.
I'm happy for everybody.
Any way that they do it, both.
This is personal.
Yeah, every way. Like, both single, with the person, with your significant other, life, your job. We don't judge. We just simply say, like, if we had to choose on how we want to do it, right? Because it's everybody's life. You have your own choices and you do what you want to do. That's when you tell me, like, I don't want to just do something simple where it's still pretty, it's still meaningful, it's still beautiful. Pero para él, pues sí, como dijiste, si va a ser una vez en la vida, no quieres que sea algo así como el día de mañana, pues ya vamos aquí, te saco a cenar. Que la verdad, like I said, we would both appreciate that. I would be over the moon if that happened, right? Like, I'm not judgy and he's not judgy either. But I respect que tú lo quieres hacer algo más...
Because it's once in a lifetime. Es una vez
especial, pues.
Una vez en tu vida que te casas o lo quiero hacer grande.
Yeah.
Es especial. Yeah.
Yeah. ¿Pero qué te dijo mi papá?
Oh, they said yeah? They were like, oh, cool.
No, pero cuando te decía ya lo último, que te dijo, bueno, ok, sí, se pueden ir a mudar, pero... ¿Qué te dijo a ti?
Oh, yeah. So me dijo, pero el anillo has to come quick. Basically, yeah. So, like, I got threatened that I have to hurry up. No. Well, not necessarily, kind of. But no se crean. But yeah, he was basically like, hey, yeah, you can move out, but, you know, hurry the hell up.
Like we were saying, how si nos vamos a mudar, right? Because it's serious. Like, this is like real life. You don't just move out just to have fun. No, like, you literally move out, especially with your partner, because you're being serious. Right? At least así is how we see it. Like, we're not here to waste anybody's time. And we both understand that, like, being with someone for the rest of your life is something special and it's something that you tienes que respetar for the rest of your life, right?
Yeah.
And if you're happy, but it needs to stay that way. But that's getting deep.
Yeah.
But yeah, también hemos dicho, like, you know, if we're here right now, it's to plan para estar juntos ya, like, for the rest of our lives. Pero también, like, with that being said, never breaking up or separating. Like, that's just not in our plans. And
it's just good
we
to
just
always,
have to practice on.
Everybody has fights, right?
Yeah.
But you just have to learn to come to a solution. You know, like, you gotta, like I was telling you last time, like, somebody has to be the big person, you know, to take the step back and, okay, look, this is where we fucked up, okay? But it's really important, and you will strive more in your relationship if both of you guys are the big person. You know, like, realize, okay, like, what are we fighting for? Like, over, you know, like, etc. Like, like, I don't know, like, you didn't fold clothes, like, and then you start screaming at me, like, you didn't do this, and you didn't, like, that's being childish, right? But what I mean by somebody being the big person is, like, okay, he didn't clean clothes. Well, what did he do today? Well, today he went here, 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 and here also. So he had a busy day. Why didn't I? Because I did this, this, and this. So nobody's wrong. How about instead, hey, babe, let's fold clothes together. Come on. You know, like just finding solutions like that. It's really key.
It takes practice.
It does take practice. We practice every day. We do. We have like boxing gloves and we do like 2 rounds every night. You know? It's the raw truth.
You're such a
It's not.
But
it's
we
not
do
a lie.
argue. We
It's
do
not a
have our
lie.
little childish fights, and we también like we just try to practice on. Calm
Or
down.
like we be fighting like over the dogs. Like who didn't walk the dogs? Go walk the dogs. So it's just dumb stuff, you know. Like mejor
Literally.
both of us. Let's
Literally.
stop being lazy and go walk the dog.
Yeah. Yeah,
So
I
it's
have a
just-
lot of examples and
Yeah.
stuff, but
But I
to
think
keep it
that's,
short and sweet,
that's pretty much it.
what we were trying to say is that yes, this is what we plan on doing, and it'll eventually happen. But yes, mi papá básicamente te dijo que está bien, múdanse, pero
Yes.
of course, nomás cuídala y if you're being
Respect.
serious, right, conmigo. And you're like, yes, I am. And like you said, you just wanted to prove that like, you are serious about me and that we're going to be okay.
Yeah.
And,
And-
pues,
I wanted to finish it off with a quote, which kind of relates to all of this.
mhm.
That is like moving out. Like, should I move out or no? If you're having that, you know, that thought
Like that
come through you,
feeling?
that
Mhm.
feeling. A quote that I really like is that tough times create tough men, and easy times create weak men. And how I tie this together is like, it's good to sometimes struggle. It's good because if life is just a cruise for you always, like you're always little things are gonna bring you down, you know, like any little thing that happens to you in life. So I think it's really important for you to go through tough times, you know, like being stressed about the rent, doing this, like that makes you a man, you know, or a woman, you know. Makes you, you know, trabajarle, necesitas que
Grow up.
trabajar, you need to work, you need to find ways, you become creative. What do I need to do? I need to come here, come there. And that's how you advance in life, you know. So I really like that quote.
Yeah. I like it too.
Yeah.
But yeah, no.
But
For those that want to move out, también no se desesperen. El tiempo llega cuando tiene que llegar.
yeah, you'll know when it's right. You'll know
Everything
when it's right.
aligns for you when it's time. Just like I said, I don't know how everyone else's situation was. I'm just talking on how our situation went. And, you know, like I said, I'm just grateful que todo salió like how we wanted it to, but also that everyone in our family is supportive of that. And, pues sí, like I said, for those that want to move out, take it easy. Trust me, I feel that at the end of the day, right now you're young, you don't see it, but when
Trust
you
the
move out,
process.
that,
Like
and
I
when
say.
you move out, like, you start to understand, and like they say these things, right? They say that your relationship with your parents get better once you move out. And I don't think it gets better. I just think that it's like anything. You when you're with your sibling every day, you're eventually gonna fight for bicker for little things, and it turns to a big argument. Same with your parents. Same with your partner, right? So when you move out, your parents, you feel like you have a better relationship because you're not like on each other every day. So when you see them, you're more excited to see them. But what I mean to say, like, that's one way to look at it. And also is you miss them too. Like, you're just like, oh, like, I do miss times like coming home, like either from the gym, from work, and your mom has a plate of food for you. I mean, every household is different, right? But like my mom and my dad, they wouldn't clean our rooms or anything like that. No. But they were like, and I said, they were always waiting, making sure that we got
She would
home
always
safe.
cook.
My mom would always cook
Really
for
good
us,
food.
and we would clean, and it's just like that unity, that like family feeling oriented, right? Like
Yeah.
being family oriented. It's really important, and don't just because you're like fed up and everything, learn to appreciate those moments when you're with them, because when you're not with them, then you
That's
start
true.
to think about like, I don't spend time with them, I don't see them, and I need to
Yeah.
call them. And so both sides of the pages are good, both sides of the book are okay, and it's, you know, that's life. You grow
Yeah.
up and you move out, but
Right.
appreciate where you're at right now and focus on yourself and what you're wanting to do for when the day you move out, you know exactly what you're going to be doing
Yes.
to make your life easier, right? Like working and stuff. So, but yeah, if you guys have any questions for us, especially on like our relationship wise, maybe tips and tricks that have helped us be living with each other and how it's been, or whatever it may be.
Mm-hmm.
Any questions, definitely let us know, DM us, comment.
Let us know.
And thank you guys for tuning in. Happy Friday. Enjoy your weekend, and we'll see you guys on Tuesday. Do you want to say anything else, babe?
No, just thank you guys for tuning in. make sure you subscribe to us on YouTube. Make sure you follow our links for our Instagram. And appreciate you guys really so much. Ask us questions and see you next time. Thank you.
Bye, guys.